What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have news on episode 2, season 3 of The Mandalorian. But before we do get into it, y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell. And then also go join the membership program. There's 3 tiers. Go check it out. And also when you're done watching this video, go check out my last one. Give it a thumbs up as you watch. And let's start the show. Episode 2 had a lot, and I mean, it was so good. I mean, if you thought the first one was good, the first episode, the second one hit even harder. And y'all gotta get involved in the comment section today because we have an awesome theory. Now, let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about the armor, right? And we got the episode in the Book of Boba Fett when, Mando asks the armor, have you ever heard of Bo-Katan? And she says this: Bo-Katan is a cautionary tale once laid claim to Mandalore based purely on blood and the sword that you wield, but it was gifted to her and not won by creed. Bo-Katan was born of a mighty house, but they lost sight of the way. The rule ended in tragedy and they lost their way and we lost our world. Now let's rewind to episode 1 of season 3 of The Mandalorian when this conversation happens. And she tells him that you are no longer Mandalorian. You have removed your helmet. The creed teaches us of redemption, Mando says. Redemption is no longer possible, is what the armor says. But what if the minds of Mandalore still exist, is what Mando said. And the armor says this: all was destroyed in the Purge. Now, is this inscription not Mandalorian? Mando asks. Where did you come upon this, is what the armor says. Mandalore's entire surface has been crystallized by fusion race, is what this proves. Now, if a traveler was to retrieve this, what Mando says, so perhaps it is not poisoned if I visit the planet and bring proof that I bathed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore, then by creed I will be redeemed. And she says, this is the way. She says, this is the way. And before she said that, she gave him a slight pause. And now is where the theory comes in. I really wonder now that if there are 2 threats to the armor's reign, and I say that because I have a feeling that she is behind what went down in episode 2, and I'll explain. The reason being is because, let's talk about it, right? When you hear everything that we just spoke about, those quotes said by the armor when talking to Mando, you can tell that she's a little bothered, especially with episode 1. She really can't believe that Mando found something, and it seems like she was distraught, like she was upset that he found this. And you could tell by the tone of her voice, and then that ending conversation when she stared at him for a quick second and then said, this is the way. And I think the reason why is because she's getting prepared to go back to Mandalore, because she knows that Mandalore is habitable and is not poisoned the way she does claim it in episode 1. Now let's talk about when Din goes to Mandalore. I think that when he goes there, they're already waiting for him. We see the Alamites already there waiting, and they already knew something was going down. Now, yeah, it could have been the droid that obviously gave it up, but it was just too predictable. Now, yes, they are running around because it is, open world, it's free. But then Mando gets captured by seeing a Mando helmet. You're going to tell me that's not an assist by somebody and it was just placed there by just, any old buddy? No. This Grievous looking character, yes, you heard it here, Grievous looking character, okay, that we see here knows more than what he's dealing with. And you see it has like this little eye. I think that this Grievous character is being controlled by somebody. And I think that they were prepared, or he was prepared to, possibly kill Din. And that's why you saw that creature, or whatever it was, Grievous, I'll call it Grievous 2.0, was taking blood out of him as you saw it in that episode. But then a bigger threat came, and that was of Bo-Katan, which I don't think, or shall I say, not I don't think, we know that the armor has, not a really good tasting to, especially what she said about Bo-Katan back in the Book of Boba Fett, which we just talked about earlier in the beginning of the episode. So I think there's two threats, and I think that that Grievous looking creature is the one that is the armor behind it all. Now, I want to get your thoughts, your theories on this. If you believe the same thing as me, because I believe that Bo-Katan, especially her wielding that dark saber the way she did, I mean, man, if there's anybody who deserves that dark saber, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's Bo-Katan. I think she's gonna end up helming that dark saber. And then when she saw the Mythosaurs, I mean, all the more, who other than Bo-Katan to lead the way of Mandalore the right way? I honestly, guys, I'm Team Din, but I don't mind Bo-Katan. I mean, she kicked ass when she took the dark saber, and Din didn't even notice it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being selfless, as we've seen him be. You know, he has a heart. He's very compassionate. And I think that if he learns, more about Bo-Katan, and she's been around since the Clone Wars. She fought in the Clone Wars. Why not anybody other than her? Give her the dark saber. Now, I don't think they're going to obviously fight, or they might, but I don't think the threat will even be between them, because I think they might team up. And it might be something where Din goes down for the count again, and Bo-Katan takes that dark saber and ends up fighting the armor, and the threat becomes bigger, where now we see the armor is ramping up when we saw that first episode, and we see that that creed is getting bigger and bigger. So again, guys, they're ramping up for something big, and I think we're in store for something, or shall I say, a really nice treat for the next couple episodes, as we're only 6 now away. But guys, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, your theories. Do you believe the armor has something big in store? I feel like this definitely etched it in the stone. I feel like this is the writing on the walls. This literally proved it to me. After I saw this episode, I was like, all right, like Bo-Katan could handle it. That's number one. Number two, the armor didn't want Din to go back to Mandalore, to be honest with you. I think she just wanted him to just go about his day and go about his way, as she says. This is the way. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know as I have another video out tomorrow. Make sure to join the membership program. There's 3 tiers on it. Go check it out. And remember the Eternal Sith. Then, now, forever. Later, guys.